Hey y'all! So I am back with my second video log. 12 days post-op today, and a lot has gone on since the last video I made at 5 days. So it's been a full week since the last video, and a lot has happened. A lot of good stuff, a lot of interesting things that I didn't expect, and stuff that I want to kind of share with everyone. As usual, this is a tell-all session, so I'm going to be documenting literally everything that happened, of importance of course, and sharing with everyone because I'm super open about this whole process, and I really want you guys to know stuff that I didn't know that's been happening to me. So I had my 6-day post-op visit, and typically I would say that most people get this visit 5 to 7 days post-op. Mine just happened to be day 6. And so I got cleared for a few things. One, I could shower. Before, I couldn't get the stitches wet, so I was just bathing, like, up to here, which, wasn't as nice. But you can't get the stitches wet. So got cleared to shower. It was kind of hard to wash my hair just because I have so much and I have to like really get in there, but I've been doing a good job. I like hold everything when I'm like shaving. I'm like, oh my god, it's still like a weird feeling, but everything's good to go with that. And I was allowed to change bras. So at first you had the surgical grandma, very kind of ugly bra, which I still wore because I'm like, oh, I just get really nervous about stuff. So I just felt like a safety net in that bra because that's the one they gave me, so it must be good. So I still wore it for a few days after he told me I didn't have to, and then I changed into the one that I'm wearing now, which is just kind of a compressive, boring zip-up sports bra. It's been, it's more comfortable than the other one. I'll make sure to input a picture of it. But it's, it's not like a pretty Victoria's Secret pink, sports bra. I'm still wearing kind of very compressive bras that they have approved. And then I also was approved to drive. So they said as soon as I was off the pain meds, then I could drive, which I stopped taking those at day 4. The last video I made, I thought that I was actually maybe going to continue taking them, but I ended up not. So I only took them for the first 4 days. The pain was manageable. I just took Motrin to go to sleep because of the back cramps I was having. But they said once I was off that, I was allowed to drive. So I think that would be very similar for most people. So after a few days, if you're off the pain meds and you're feeling good, your doctor clears you, you can drive. I wasn't really in a rush for that because I work from home and I know how crazy drivers are down here, especially during the holidays. So I was in no rush to drive, but I had to. I had supervision with Ryan. We went to the bank one day, and then the next I was fine. I've been a few places now, and it's just you just got to be careful, and you got to kind of stay close when you're steering. But other than that, everything feels fine. And that was my 6 days post-op experience. The pain that I've been having. So this was like an interesting, I didn't really know what to expect in this area. So I expected like the worst, right? And then in the beginning, it was pretty sharp, but I could deal with that, and obviously I had help with the medicine, but that was kind of what I expected. And then now I'm in what I'm calling the recovery period. So I'm in more of this like recovery pain. So everything's reconnecting and regrowing and kind of I don't really know like any scientific words. Like I am a scientist and I can't even say it's a scientific word. Oh, it's reconnecting. Like, oh, that's so stupid. But you know what I mean. So everything is just kind of disrupted, and then now it's healing. So I'm having this healing pain is what I'm calling it now, and that kind of started around day 5. Like the real heavy pain was kind of the first few days, and then it got really manageable. So this is all manageable, and I can do a lot more, but it's still weird. Like I don't know, like it just, like things will just start really hurting out of nowhere, and it's just more of like a constant kind of like heavy, like achy kind of pain, and some parts of the day it's worse than others, and that really I don't know if there's any correlation for why that is. It just kind of, sometimes it hurts more than others, and so yeah, but it's all manageable. But for me, it's really hard to only be able to do some things and not others. I think a lot of people who are watching this are probably like this. So I'd rather either be not able to do anything or be able to be fully back to to me. So now I'm kind of in that limbo stage where I'm self-sufficient. You know, I don't need help, you know, opening the water cup anymore, stuff like that. And I can shower and I can drive, but I still can't do some things because they hurt. And I still can't lift certain things, which, like, you don't realize that certain things are heavy until you can't really use your arms as much. So that's really frustrating for me personally, because I'm like, I want to do everything. But you know, it's just kind of every day I try to push something new, and then if it hurts, I back off, and then if it doesn't, then I'm like, oh cool, I can do this now. So it's all a learning process, and you just kind of have to take every day. Like every day in the beginning is really important for the recovery, and new things happen, I'm finding, almost every day. So I'll talk about the really scary thing that happened that I was not expecting. So nobody told me this, and so I really freaked out. So after the shower that I got on day 6, I went to the doctor, looked at everything, everything's good to go, yay. And then I went and took my shower that night, and I came out and I was like, so when you get the implants, at first they're pretty high up, and then they drop. And that's a very known thing that happens, and I kind of thought that everything would be very equal, but apparently not. So I got out of the shower and my left side looked very normal, like how I think it's gonna kind of look, and then this one was still up, and it was higher up here and kind of like more smushed here, whereas this one looked like it just kind of like relaxed. And I was like, why are my boobs all off? Like, this is so weird. So I immediately went on Real Self, which is this website where people ask any kind of question you can imagine for plastic surgery, and doctors answer. So it's a pretty good website, really informative. And so I looked on there and I looked at a few threads, and that was all super normal. Some people said that it would take weeks for them to readjust, and that you know, you really shouldn't expect weird things like that to happen in the beginning. I also called the doctor the next day just because I'm crazy and I wanted to make sure, and they were like, yes, everything heals at, you know, different rates. Sometimes some people's one side heals faster than the other, and that's just what's going on. So not really concerned. As the days have gone on, it's been a little bit less noticeable, and the other one keeps dropping, but it not like the left one. So they're still off. I'll take a bikini picture and you might be able to see it. It's obviously easier to see when I have nothing on, but that's not happening, clearly. So maybe you'll see it in the bikini shot, but basically one is still a little bit up and the other one is kind of more relaxed. So yeah, nobody told me that, and so I wanted to share that with everyone. So if that does happen to you, you don't freak out like I did. And it's a very, very normal process that one side will heal faster than the other. Things that I'm still doing that haven't really progressed. So a lot has gone on, and a lot of things have gotten better. You know, like I can reach for things in the cabinet, and I can drive, and I can shower, you know, stuff like that. So I've made a lot of progress, but things that I still can't do. Still can't sleep on my side. I tried last night, and that was ridiculous. A lot of pain. First of all, I know it's like extremely illogical, but it felt like when I rolled over, the implant was like falling out of the side, which is not possible, but it felt like that. And then it was just like this really, really hard pressing like pain, and that like down here is already where it hurts the most right now, like really, really hypersensitive. So it was just a really bad idea. And I'm probably not gonna try that for like another week, a little scarred from that experience. So I have absolutely no idea when people, I think this will be different for everyone as they heal, you know, like how you can sleep and everything. So for now, still in my back, which is kind of silly, and I really don't want to be sleeping like that, but I have to. So whatever, that's probably the most annoying thing. And then I still can't lift things, which is really aggravating. And I'm also still, as you can see in the video, wearing zip-ups and easy stuff to wear around the house. I still wear pajamas because, you know, I work at home and there's no need for me to, you know, wear other stuff. So if you are somebody who has this luxury, I would just bring, you know, like be ready to wear zip-ups a lot. And I would say it's cold, but it's not. So I'm kind of hot in my zip-up, but in most places in the world, it's cold right now. So you can, you know, wear a zip-up very easily if you have a surgery around now. I can get dressed, no problem though. It's just a matter of, do I need to? So be ready to wear zip-ups. Be ready to not sleep on your side if you are a crazy sleeper like I am. The last thing I want to talk about is food. So I got a few questions on that. Of course, you know, everyone wants to know, what am I doing? So for the first few days, like I said, I was eating mostly soup and some other light foods, and ice cream. That hasn't stopped because of the pain medicine. And then once I got off of it, I slowly reintroduced food, and then by about a week, I was fully back to all straight food, no soup, no nothing. And my body handled it fine because I wasn't on any, you know, pain medicine. So back to normal, everything's good. I'm not tracking. I'm kind of a free spirit in the off season. Hey Lane, I know you love that. But so I haven't been tracking, but I like know what's in stuff, and I eat a lot of the same shit every day. So if by now I don't know what 2 ounces of avocado looks like, I might have a problem. So I kind of know what I'm eating. I basically been sticking to 3 meals a day, and typically a snack at night, which has still been ice cream. Talenti has been on sale, but I won't get one for like a whole week or 2 weeks by now. So I'm just killing the gelato game. But I'm very mindful of what I've been eating, the amounts. If I want a treat, I'm eating it. Everyone, I think, can make a conscious choice if they know something has a lot of, you know, carbs and fats, but they want to eat it, like, you can eat it. You just have to be mindful at other parts of the day, you know, what you are putting into your body. So I haven't been weighing myself, but I do know via the mirror how things are going, and I don't think that I've gained anything. I actually think that I've pretty much maintained where I went into surgery. I don't have a pump or anything, you know, bodybuilder problems. So I look really flat, which is really depressing, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm wearing like a zip up and pajamas. So besides looking flat for no pump, I think I look the same. And that was kind of my goal. My goal wasn't to like lose a whole bunch of weight, you know, in the surgery recovery period. And trust me, I had those crazy girl thoughts like, oh, I'm not training, I shouldn't be eating. Oh my God, I shouldn't be eating this. And, you know, like, slap yourself in the face when you say that. You do need food to recover. And everyone is gonna think that. Like, if you are in this, in the fitness industry, and you're somebody who watches what they eat and they train, you're gonna have that thought at some point. But, you know, for me, it's all about being mindful about the amounts. And for me, I eat a lot, normally. So I've been eating less than my a lot usual, but I'm also not training. So it's kind of been like a, you know, give or take. I haven't been eating like a bird for by no means, but I haven't been over consuming because like, oh, whatever, I'm just bored, I'm gonna eat. So it's been a pretty nice balance, and probably when I'm more active at around a month, I'll probably go back to start tracking again. And then I will, you know, kind of continue with that. I have my 2-week post-op visit in a few days, and that's a big visit. So that's when they take the stitches out, and that's when I'm, fingers crossed, cleared for light activity, which I'm thinking light activity is like very light cardio. And I'm gonna actually bring in, I'm such a nerd, I'm gonna bring in my bands and my slingshot for him to look at, my hip circle, because I think I'll be able to do that kind of stuff. So those, you know, resistance bands for high volume glute training, and, you know, my slingshot hip circle for lateral walks and things of that nature. So I think I'll be able to do that because that's not holding anything, no weight, but I just want to make sure. So this will be a really good visit to kind of see how things are going, and I will be sure to document all of that, of course, and I will see what his thoughts are on the higher boob, and if he has a timeline for when most people's kind of even out. Thank you for watching. Again, the support is amazing from you guys, and I'm really happy that you like this series because I found myself questioning a lot of things. So I'm hoping that I can answer a lot of people's questions. I'm also trying to go through the comments and really answer any additional questions that you guys have. And as always, being super open and honest. A 12-day post-op, almost 2 weeks, still be ready to be feeling kind of some pain and some things going on, maybe that I wasn't expecting. I was just expecting the acute, more sharp pain to last longer, but it didn't. That lasted shorter, and then now it's kind of like this lingering, I can do some stuff, but I can't do other things kind of pain. So just if you just had yours done, which I saw a few girls did, I'm sure you're going through the same thing, and anybody who's considering this, hopefully this series will be super helpful for you. All right, thanks guys, bye.